cards love me. They truly do. I haven't lost a game since my deal with the thing that whispers. But it warned me. Luck is a finite resource. Now my physical body is gone, but I can play cards for eternity. In me life. Ha! Alive is how I feel now, not before. But yes, my life, as you call it, was a wicked ride, my friend. You know that cards love me, and I love them, truly and deeply. I'd say they're my true love, and that's definitely something I couldn't say about anyone I've crossed paths with. I was born to a peasant woman and a horse boy. Can't say I remembered them too well. I got out of that damned village as soon as I learned how to run. I just can't stand poverty, you know? My own, that is. So I went to town and won some coins. Then I won some more. And more. I can't say it was all, you know, fair and square. But it's the result that matters, not the means, right? Well, this allowed me to pretend, or rather to live, the fantasy of being higher born than I actually was. Oh, how wrong I was. She was a vicious, treacherous woman, I tell you. I swear she hired an assassin to get rid of me at some point. The worst part, though, is that Lady Luck wasn't there for me anymore. Serious debts accrued, and of course, this led to more marital problems. I needed to run, so I bought myself a berth on the ship and came here. Best possible decision, wasn't it? Of course, it turns out that me luck returned as soon as I ran away from that terrible woman. So I gambled with the ship's crew and with all the folks I met in this new land. Some of them lost it all the money they brought from the fatherland. And you know what they say, somebody's loss is somebody else's gain. So I gained. But then reason came to poor old me. In order to avoid temptation of gambling it all away, or just getting killed for my fortune, I hid it. Now it lies in the ground, safe and sound, in some forest. But friend, what is the purpose of all those earthly things, earthly pleasures? It's all in the spirit. It's all in the afterlife. I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't need them anymore, being a ghost and all that. I'll tell you where to find it, but just promise that you'll play cards with me every time you come back to the village. You swear? Okay, I'll show you. Find me out there, within the weirdness, and we'll go together.
The blacksmith is hard at work when you approach him. You tell the blacksmith about your encounter with a girl formed of light, a girl who most probably turned into a swan.
Well, that's the strangest thing I've ever heard. But I guess I should get used to that, shouldn't I? I suppose there's no way she would come to live with me. That's a shame. I really loved her.
His gaze is filled with sorrow. You try to comfort him, and then you hear footsteps nearby. You hear a fake cough just around the corner. It turns out that Hilda, the scientist, is hiding behind the building.
Oh, sorry, comrades. I accidentally overheard something about a woman hiding in the woods. Perhaps turned into an animal or something. I had a similar story way back when. It supposedly happened in my castle. It turned out to be a witch, living in harmony with the weirdness. Okay, so there is a simple solution to force her to stay in human form long enough to talk to her.
Is this safe?
Safe enough. For humans, at least. Although, if I'm wrong and she's not a witch, well...
Please do whatever it takes to communicate with her. I will owe you.
I'm Hilda, by the way.
Greetings, Hildy. I'm Wayland. Thank you for your help.
They look at each other a little longer than you'd expect them to. Then Hilda turns to you.
Come speak with me in a moment. I'll have the potion ready. Hello! I'm finished. I successfully recreated the formula for a potion that should work for our dear Wayland's love. Just splatter it near the place she likes. That should lure her and force her to stay in human form for a while. And when you're done, tell Wayland that he owes me too. I need a new cauldron. My old one's starting to leak, and that's quite dangerous when it comes to stronger potions.
You cannot see silence anywhere nearby. Maybe a potion provided by Hilda could help you to lure her out for a talk? After a moment, a white swan swoops low from the sky and lands in front of you. As soon as its legs touch the ground, it morphs into a human.
What's that? Oh no, it's you. Set me free. I warn you, I'm dangerous. Oh, him. Yes, I sometimes miss our meetings. He was a fun boy indeed. And naive too. Why would anyone declare love to a creature they don't understand, that doesn't even speak? He is so stupid. All of you kinda. I thought he ran away because he finally realized that I fed on him, but then I found out he was accused of treason. Tell me, did he ever learn that it was the other guy who set him up? So he never realized that the other blacksmith sabotaged his own army? He wasn't a fun boy. He wasn't as gentle as Wayland. But at least I had a good laugh watching their mighty swords breaking like sticks. They were dying, crushed by their own breastplates. Now you tell me my poor, naive Wayland was found and he still misses me? Well, too bad for him. I don't need him anymore. Farewell, stranger. I don't think we'll ever meet again. Maybe someday I'll tell you more in exchange for a precious bite of you. For now, I'm full, and I don't need you. Be gone, stranger.
These crystals were already here when the first men landed on the island, but they don't look like something made by the Four Dwellers either. Their origin doesn't matter much, as most of them had been damaged by bandits looking for valuables, or simply smashed by vandals who enjoyed the way they crumble into pieces. However, you can still sense a glimpse of faint power in this place, a power that calls for your blood.
what if we're also echoes of a powerful desire? And is there any desire stronger than the urge to live? What if we found a yearning even stronger than that? What would it do to the weirdness around us? What could it be that you think you need? I have to warn you that nothing is free here.
This is a familiar face. You've met him before, but something has changed since then. He sits on a stone with slumped shoulders, and his head droops over a fading weird candle.
You again. Be gone. Don't tempt me to resume my search. I haven't found them. There's nothing but madness around us. I'm too tired to go on.
You tell him about your meeting with the witch. He looks at you with desperation and confusion on his face. Then, although you don't know why, you hear your voice changing.
I'm here, and I see you, friend.
It's the witch speaking through you.
What? What's going on?
I know what you've been looking for. I know that you didn't find it. And I know that it's lost forever.
The man buries his face in his hands.
They're gone. You're alone now. But that doesn't mean that you have to be lonely forever.
He gazes up at you as if you must be his savior. You have no idea what's happening, much less what to say. You can muster only a few paltry platitudes, sounding a bit like, even though you realize that these words wouldn't comfort anyone in ordinary circumstances, the man does seem a little bit happier. Suddenly, he begins disintegrating into a cloud of weirdness.
The bottle.
Before the witch's voice stops ringing in your ears, you realize you've already taken out the empty bottle she gave you. You've been wandering through the weirdness so long that it doesn't even surprise you when the cloud of smoke flows into the bottle.
Now get back to me. Yes, I can see that you're back. And I'm delighted to be sure that you're actually real. But we'll get back to that. Now let's get back to the poor soul trapped in that vessel.
She gently takes the artifact out of your hands and chants something over it. You can feel the weirdness becoming thicker. Then you hear a voice. It doesn't belong to a human.
Easy. Don't be afraid. Come over. I promised you wouldn't be lonely anymore.
Her voice is gentle. It's as if she's trying not to scare something away.
Here, you won't find what you're looking for. But I found you a new home, a new master.
You hear something running towards you.
Here, meet your new friend.
The wolf stops by your feet and demands cuddles.
The man you met wasn't a man. He was a purpose. Some time ago, he might have been a wolf, or a dog, or anything else. But weirdness gave a different shape to his desire. His desire was simple. To find the family he belonged to. And now that he's found a new family, he's finally back to a more suitable self. Congratulations, you saved a soul. But this is my time to leave. Find me again and we'll talk about visiting the village. You see? I remembered.
Good day, stranger. Are you in need of some guidance?
The investment is going to be worth it, I promise.
You noticed the ruins of a home that was burned down. There's no telling whether it was destroyed during the war, set alight out of spite, or simply burned down due to an unfortunate accident.